Okay, so just 2 more to go. Next up is Mark Melford. Mark, the CMO and co-founder of Captain Media. He's actually been around since 2007, so it's not strictly about a startup, but it's a scaling business. And Mark's startup credentials were proven at an early age. He sold his first product at the age of 14. It was a game for the BBC microcomputer. Only people over the age of 14 will actually remember what the BBC microcomputer is, yeah. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you. Who here knows what Captain Media is? Barely anybody. 1 or 2? Okay, good. Well, we don't do mobile. We're not online. We like the real world and the quaintly old-fashioned metric of people talking to each other. Our product is male attention. I'm Mark Melford. I'm the co-founder of Captain Media and CMO. I'm also here with 2 colleagues, Gordon McSween, my co-founder and the CEO, and Mike Seagrove, a senior business leader and WPB Group, and co-founder of Kinetic, the buying agency. Yes, if you thought that Hoxton Analytics was kind of funky, we're taking it to a whole new level. But does it only mean I'm definitely after now? I'm going to go down to the costume shop and buy a pair of size 47 clown shoes. I'm going to go down to the Finchley Road and I'm going to go in and out of the O2 Centre, hopping, just to see if I can fuck with the head. Welcome to our environment. Let me introduce you to the millennial male in his natural habitat. He is very hard to reach. I won't labour this because I know you want to get onto the technology, but we are all exposed to over 600 ads a day, depending on which research you read. We consume 30% less linear TV than we did in 2010. Almost no press for millennial males. Those that do filter and skip the messages they receive, regarding much of it as intrusive if it doesn't engage them in the right level, in the right way. Ofcom dubbed this phenomenon continuous partial attention. We've all walked through the streets and watched everybody glued to their mobiles. Worse, young consumers, Gen Y, Gen Z, are beginning to actively trade their attention in return for something they deem of value. It might be gold coins in a video game, it might be something novel to talk about, and that's really where we play. It's my last dense slide, but Captive Media was founded trying on an insight we felt into the mind of the millennial man. Here he is. He spends quite a lot, 17 billion annually in the UK alone. That's $2,000 a year, disproportionately on entertainment and tech products. He does identify with humour, slapstick, video gaming. 56% of millennial males video game, compared to 38% using Twitter, and rejects being broadcast at. He is highly influenced by word of mouth, good old-fashioned chatting with his friends, also point of sale. McKinsey reckon up to 70% of purchase decisions are actually made in the store. There may be people that we violently disagree with that, but anyway, Captive Media offers guaranteed engagement of the young millennial male. We have an audience of 18 to 35-year-olds. We reach them while they are socialising, not while they're at home watching TV or playing with their phones. We deliver a minute-long dwell time. That will become clear in a second. And we argue we are the only remaining genuinely captive occasion. Well, BT.
streaming video games are finally here. How can I play? Well,
unlike most video games, you don't get a chance to upgrade your weapon.
I think I should quit now. Unfortunately for you, there's more. Let me just explain what you saw there. We are building a new media channel in leisure venues, and we currently reach 500,000 millennial men a month. So there are about 160 screens so far in 20 cities. Each one is individually connected to the net, which means that we also give full accountability of the number of impacts delivered, because each unit reacts to the person who approaches and logs an impact. But there is also that interactivity that I think you saw there. And that is the creative canvas on which I would like to engage you and challenge you to see what you and your clients could do with it. It is 55 seconds long, on average, for a male in the UK, according to British research. If you'd like to know how we know that, we'll tell you afterwards. This sandwich, this guaranteed engagement, as we call it, we divide into 3 usable parts. A pre-roll, standard video pre-roll we can play, then this interactive portion, of which more in a second, and then a post-roll, up to 10 seconds long. The last thing the chap sees before he goes back to the bar, he thinks to make his own decision about what to buy. So the creative canvas for this is broad. I'll give you just a couple of examples, and we would love to hear your thoughts on what you could do with this. We tend to do a lot of topical sports games. This was for Captain Morgan. This is one that's running at the moment for actually betting clients at the Rugby World Cup game. We've had a cricket game running very successfully during the Ashes. We do driving games, polling games, and I'll give you an example. I'll finish with an example of a polling game. There it is. We let our people. We tested public opinion during the election through the time on this metric of throwing tomatoes at politicians. We haven't scratched the surface of what's possible here yet. Movie trailers, we can add a little interactive layer to. So, there are all sorts of creative options, and we would like to hear your ideas and what you could do with it. There is a second option, which is much easier to buy for media agencies. We just call it our run-of-network standard video spot, where in between games there is a loop of content playing here, here, and here, and stands, and absolutely standard TV video ad slots. We deliver those about 125,000 a week as well. Those are very easy to place because they contain pre-existing content. And because it's engaging, it works. These are some of the clients we've done campaigns for. The top line is rises in awareness levels, an average of 53%. And for some brands, not all, we can measure with till data the impact on sales. So drinks brands, this clearly works rather well. Grown at Asahi, we've also done Captain Morgan, Milan's Maybe Run, various others. Apps, very good for activating download of an app or redemption of a voucher. And Anthony Nolan is a cancer charity, which I'd like to finish off by showing you a little 1-minute case study of what we did for them. And we're particularly proud of that because we believe, actually saved lives. I won't go through various case studies, but I'll just show you, beg your pardon, the 20 UK cities, and there they are. We tend to be in venues like Tiger and Mayfair, Loop, Beer Keller, and the north of England. So we're rolling them out as fast as we can. This is the last level.
The biggest challenge we face is just a very low level of awareness generally from young men.
Well, young men make up about 50% of the external register, but are more likely than any other group to go on to donate.
So you can imagine what we can do with more young men are registered.
So targeting young men in large around the country is a great way of getting that message across. We just thought that as matchmaking we have to make it. The game is a little bit of fun. It's kind of light-hearted.
And I looked up and into the screen, and at first I thought, is this just like adverts or something? But then I had a look and there was a game came on. You got it, I got you good. You had to, depending on where you peed, you threw tomatoes at politicians. Pete Court was the SNP Nicola. We're one of the five book
It's so fun.
I think that's a new trend. I think yeah, I will be going to do that. And obviously the results at the end. I was quite intrigued to see what the results are, particularly nationally.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. A similar game should be in every single bar.
It's kind of light-hearted, but it's got a really serious message behind it because you can cut through to young men. You can get young men to hear what Amsterdam is about and go on and join register.
Yeah, oh yeah. Or is it like kind of similar that? Anthony Nolan. Up in Nolan. I did spell it. Yeah, definitely. It's a girlfriend female. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, wow, this is different. I'm definitely going to tell.
I didn't hear much, but I heard Anthony Nolan. And then was that one? I know Anthony Nolan.
You're just one of those people who hears about Anthony Nolan, runs registers, comes a match, then that's saves somebody's lives.
And even one life the same, because of this woman, it all works out.
That particular campaign has just been nominated for the Drum Best Afternoon Concept Award. So we are also fundraising, as we usually are, and we'd love to hear what you can do when your plans to do with the medium.
Thanks for waiting. So I think you're going to invite the guys up just to have some questions. And I'm going to hand out the mics. Anyone else want to take a question?
Actually, I just do want to ask one question, which is it hands-free or is it?
Yes, I want to make absolutely clear there are no cameras in it. We actually did develop that technology to full working prototype, but we ruled it out. Passive infrared for any geeks in the room.
And it would be good to understand.
But you touched on it there. What's the kind of biggest difference between, perhaps you were unique, but between your kind of previous day job and then running these businesses?
We've raised 2.2 million over 3 rounds, and I've enjoyed the process. Our investors, of which we probably have 40 or 50 now, are mostly business angels, 2 seed funds, and actually more recently some of the bigger organised angel groups. Firstly in Cambridge, because the technology and indeed the founders are basically from Cambridge University, but more recently London Business Angels, which has been I think it's right, our single biggest source of investment in the most recent round. And on the back of that, a matching co-investment from Boris, the Mayor's Fund, the London Co-Investment Fund is called. I think we were their first investment.
He doesn't know it's anything to do with blues, so don't mention it.
Yeah, the story that swayed me for raising funds.
Okay, just questions from the floor. Maybe just shout.
Well, the captive media. Have you guys attempted at all to steer your focus on the millennial female? And I wondered if you had, veered in that territory when you come across with anything to get them.
Is it we standing up?
Yeah, the question, are we a product for the female millennial market?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.